So strides. Strides is a conditioning method that we use to train aerobic capacity, which is the same system that you'll train if you go on kind of a long run. The way it's set up is, and it's built specifically to you. The way it's set up kind of keeps your heart rate zone between 130 and 150. It might get a little bit higher in a solid variation that we'll talk about here in a second, but not much higher. Maybe it might get up to 155, maybe 160, which isn't too far out of our range. But again, it's kind of built to help physiologically create the adaptations that you would get in kind of a long run, because you are accumulating a large amount of time at a consistent kind of easy pace. So in strides, you'll probably receive a document, and again, this is based on your mile, that we're working off 100% of your max aerobic speed. You don't necessarily need to worry about what that is, but we pull that max aerobic speed from your mile, and this will be at the top of the document. And beside your name, or beside a name in a group that you're in, you'll see a distance, and this is in meters. So in this example, we're going to use 50 meters. Now, I put or big steps here because a lot of times we don't measure out exactly 50 meters. And we like to work in meters in our conditioning, but we don't usually measure out exactly. We just take big steps, not huge steps, but like just big steps, like you're walking off, like yards or something. So you just take big steps. So you'll set up your start cone, take 50 big steps, and then set up another cone. In a normal variation of this, a lot of times we'll prescribe like 3 sets of 10 with 2 minutes rest. So you accumulate 30 minutes of your heart rate between 130 and 150. And what this looks like is you start here, you take 15 seconds to go from your cone A to cone B, and you want to finish exactly at 15 seconds. You don't want to finish at 16 or 14. Try to finish exactly at 15. This is going to pace you for that 100% max aerobic speed. So once you go from here to here in 15, you're going to take 45 to walk back. All right. Take the rest of the minute basically to walk back and line up on that start cone. And then at the start of the next minute, you do another 15 and then take 45 to walk back. So what it might look like is you start your stopwatch, finish at the cone at 15, and then once you finish at 15, walk back, line up on this next cone, and you start your next run as the minute changes. So this next one will be finished at 1:15, walk back, start on 2, finish at 2:15, walk back, start on 3. So it ends up being maybe 3 sets of 10 sprints. So in a normal variation, you do a set of 10, and then you rest for 2 minutes, do another set of 10, and then repeat for how many sets we give you. And normally it's going to be about 3. In a solid stride variation, you're not going to take rest between 10s. You're going to do 30 straight. And in these scenarios, it's meant to replicate kind of a long run, going on a long jog. You know, where there's not where you're not resting. You're kind of keeping your heart rate up around 150, 155. So it's a little bit more intense, but not much that you would feel. And it kind of gets it done a little bit quicker. So these are strides.